Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, no, I know. I thought, mm. Oh, I had not heard about that. Kind of wish I wasn't hearing about it now. Yeah, yeah. No, really? Wow. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh. Yeah, 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 but, just, sorry to interrupt you. What's that room over there? Oh, it's a more quiet area where the rest of the people, so that people can have more quiet conversation. Oh, wow. Yeah, do you know who that is? Just walking in there right there. Do you know who that is? No? Oh, okay, okay. Just curious. No, I don't know. I'm just curious. Yeah. Wow, that's really interesting. Could you excuse me for a minute? I need to get a refreshment. You looking for a drink, refreshment, or something? Well, you're looking near the general bar area. One could only really assume you're probably looking for a refreshment, unless you're looking for the peanuts that have been out for roughly 5 hours. Yeah, Eileen's parties tend to go on for a pretty long time. Have you ever been to one of Eileen's parties before? Me? No, I have not. But you say you have, and yet you don't know how long they usually run. Similarly, I have never been to one of her parties before, and I do know how long they tend to run. Well, seeing as I've never been to one of her parties, you could assume that either I know one of Eileen's friends and therefore have heard about her parties, or I'm a friend of Eileen's herself. I'm not going to tell you which one I am. You're going to have to guess. I'll leave you in suspense then, in that case. So where did we land on that drink? Ah, you're looking for something, she tends to keep the sparkling water, towards the, right side there. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the heavier stuff myself. Yeah, used to dabble in it a bit here and there, but, it was fun at first. Don't need to do it again. No. No, I'm not a huge fan myself. What's your story though? Why are you looking for something light tonight? You driving home soon? Leaving early? See, it would be odd if you were leaving early though, because you've only just arrived. Unless I'm mistaken. I happened to see you walk in. You went in here, the reserved area. Well, not reserved, but it's the more quiet space that Eileen always makes for people who want quiet, philosophical, mysterious conversation, or whatever. Sounds like something she would say. I don't know. Ah. Yeah, you're rather late. I'd say you're rather late, but let's be honest, these parties go almost all day sometimes, and usually all night too. Right. Do you need a hand with that? You might, you might hurt your hand if you try to just do. Yeah, you might want to let me have a wing at it. Mango, huh? Are you a particular fan of mango or of other more tropical fruits? You know, it just occurred to me I don't really know what fruits other than mango fall under tropical. Coconut. Is that a fruit? Is coconut a fruit? Or is it a nut? But it has like the liquid on the inside. But macadamia nuts and almonds and all these other ones, those can be made into milk. And there's such a thing as coconut milk. So what is a coconut? So that's your opinion on the matter, huh? Right, let me get you your drink. See, my preferred method, one that I've mastered over the years, so you're going to need a bit of help. My method of choice for opening these bad boys is getting up and not doing it myself. Instead, I use this little helper. Would you like this in the bottle? It's a little too much for you? You weren't going to have it all? Alright, pass me one of those glasses. I'll share a drink with you. I kind of invited myself over after all. Do you want me to stay? I could take part of this drink and leave, seeing as you don't want the whole thing. I'm not gonna. Like I said, I invited myself over here. I'm not going to intrude on your quiet evening in the reserved area at a day-long party and night-long, seeing as it is New Year's Eve. Right, you'd think it would just be a New Year's Eve party that lasts all night, but no, all of her parties are actually like this. I do like the Starry Night Sky theme she's gone for this year, though. It's alright. Now, where did we land on this drink? Am I staying or am I leaving? Shall I leave you to your drink? Or shall we cheers to a couple of strangers getting to know each other this evening? Cheers. I'll drink to that. Nah, I don't need a glass. I like the bottle, personally. I mean, I would understand if you asked me to leave. A total stranger comes up to you, butts in on your quiet time in the reserved section, insists that you share your drink with her. Honestly, how rude. But you must be at least somewhat intrigued. How do I know that? Well, because you're still here, silly. And you don't even know my name. You never asked, and I never offered. I don't know your name either. Let's keep it that way. Let's. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, think about it. How fun is this? I mean, I'll go if you want me to, but think about it. Two strangers spend an evening at a New Year's Eve party. Probably won't see each other again. We've never seen each other before. We talk and talk for God knows how long. At the end of the night, you have an interesting story you can tell all your friends about how you met some strange girl who just butted in on your evening. Your evening at a party, a public gathering. Well, not public. It's only open to friends of Eileen, but... And you never even learned her name. But you sure got an interesting evening out of it. I mean, you would get an interesting evening out of it if we keep talking like this. Sharing things, but not really sharing things. You've got excellent taste, by the way. This is lovely. Oh, I usually have the raspberry ones of these. The mango is exquisite, though. So what can I tell you about myself? Nothing. That's too boring. What can you tell me about yourself? What are you, some kind of secret agent? That's very interesting. Alright, hang on. We've established your career. You want me to tell you mine? You never know. I could be a secret agent. I make art. I make art and I put it online. That's what I usually do. Yeah. Not that kind of art. Hang on. Stuff that gets relaxation for people. A calm few minutes at the end of the day. Something that will take your mind off of the busyness of life. Something that, when you look at it, just helps you shut your mind off to the noise of the world. So to help people relax. That kind of art. Yeah, that's what I do. Most of the time. What about your job? Okay, yeah. Right, I guess I could have guessed that. But what do you do most of the time? I make art. What do you do? I'm not talking about your job now. I'm talking about in general, you know? How people describe themselves. What do you... Yeah. You don't seem very sure of yourself. Sorry if that's too forward of me. Come on, have a little confidence. I mean, I make art. It's not great. I'm not great at it. I haven't been doing it for years or anything. I've been doing it for like 2 minutes. So it's not that great. But I'm still confident about it. I'm still an artist. Maybe a bit of a cruddy artist, but I'm still an artist. What do you do? What are you confident in that you do? There's gotta be something. Oh, hey, don't talk about yourself like that. Come on. Even if you do really think that about yourself, it's New Year's Eve. So make a resolution to not think of yourself that way. Find the good things in you. Here's a New Year's resolution for you. Find in you find the things about you that you like. Start identifying those things. Yeah, it's difficult. I'm sure it was more difficult for me than it will be for you, though. There's gotta be something about you like how nice you are. Do you ever see the second Home Alone movie? The second Home Alone movie, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. You know, Kevin McAllister. At the end of that movie, actually, in the middle of that movie, I think it is. At some point in that movie, towards the end, Kevin and the pigeon lady are talking. I forget what her name is. Sadly, it sounds bad to call her pigeon lady, but I don't know that they really said her name much. Kevin and the pigeon lady are talking. She's talking about her heart. And she's talking about how she got her heart broken once. So she doesn't open her heart up to people anymore because she's afraid she's going to get it broken again. And then Kevin says, well, no offense, but that's kind of dumb. Because what if when you try to use your heart again, it doesn't work very well? Like when he had a pair of rollerblades or skates or something, he didn't use them for a long time. So then when he did want to use them, he'd outgrown them because he's, a kid. So he said, what if when she wants to use her heart again, it doesn't work anymore because she hasn't used it in such a long time? And he says that her heart may have been broken, but it couldn't be completely gone. Otherwise, she wouldn't be as nice as she is. Well, you've obviously got a heart, or otherwise you wouldn't be as nice as you are. Letting a stranger steal your evening like this, I mean, come on. Either you're way too nice, or you have a serious problem with setting boundaries. And sometimes those two do overlap. I've had some problems with setting boundaries myself. Definitely grew up as a people pleaser. Which is why I said, if you want me to leave, tell me at any time. I don't want to be bothering you. Like I said, two strangers talking and never even learning each other's names at New Year's Eve party. Just sounded too good to pass up, to me. Maybe you had different plans. I didn't even ask you. Maybe you're meeting somebody here. Heck, maybe you had some plans to go off to a library or something. I don't know. I don't know what you like. We're strangers. Told you it'd be fun. And see, look what you've learned about me already. You've learned that I've watched Home Alone 2 at least 25 times. Or at the very least, I've watched it recently, and that's how I know the lines so well. Which tells you what? That I'm very observant? Maybe I just have a fantastic memory. After all, I knew I'd never seen you before. I remember every face I've ever seen. Well, I've never been to one of Eileen's parties before, so if I had seen you before, it would have had to have been either at one of these parties or with Eileen. How did I meet Eileen? I helped her out of a tough situation a while back. I'm really good with the internet, like I mentioned. I put art on the internet. Yeah, she had some issue with an old boyfriend of hers, and I managed to loop my way through some internet loopholes and find some things out. Helped her get out of a tough situation, basically. You can ask her about it. Yeah, you can ask. I don't want to give too many details about her. I don't think she'd have a problem with me telling people that story, but also it's like, it's an old boyfriend of hers, it's old problems, so I don't want to give too much, like, if you two are close, then I'm sure she'd be more than happy to tell you. Well, not more than happy, because obviously he was kind of cruddy, but, I think she's over that by now, so. Exactly. How did you and Eileen meet? Mm-hmm. Wait. Where was that at? In 2023? Oh, I was there for that. No, it's completely true. I remembered every face I've ever seen. Yeah, so I would have. What time were you there? Oh, we must have just barely missed each other. By like a milliseconds. Crazy. You were there? No. Yeah, literally must have just missed each other. That is almost unbelievable. Almost. Huh. You've known her for that long, and how many of her parties have you gone to? Right, I've never been to one of her parties before. But I've been to her house before, which is how I knew where all the drinks were. Uh-huh. You've been to that many? In the past, that would have had to have been just a little over a year, I guess. 2023. It's almost just now 2025. Huh. Interesting. Well, you know Eileen, she knows everybody and anybody. If we were like her only two friends, we'd probably have heard of each other by now. You've you're you, you're can you feel that? Yeah, you've got an eyelash. It's gonna, yeah, uh-huh. Do you got it? Do you want me to, do you, there's a mirror behind you. Yeah, there's a mirror over there. It's right behind the bar. It'll, turn back around. Okay, yeah, you got it. You got it. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I stopped using eyelash serum a while ago, actually. So some of my, actually, no, I didn't really have that issue. They say, sorry, I started rambling about something. I used to use eyelash serum to make my eyelashes a bit longer, and I stopped a while back. And they say that when you stop using eyelash serum, your eyelashes like will fall out that have grown from the serum because you're not using it anymore. But I didn't really have a huge problem with that, I don't think. Sorry, it just made me think of that, so I just started talking about it. Off topic. Yeah. Yeah. No. See, we said we were going to be strangers. Even after this event, we're going to be strangers. I can't tell you where my art is online. Then you'd find me again. And then we wouldn't be strangers. And then we wouldn't have this great story to tell. What are the chances we're going to meet again? Like I said, Eileen knows everybody. And I never go to these parties. And you only go to a few of these parties. Well, if I ever wanted to see you again, I'd probably just have to come back to one of these parties or start asking Eileen. Just ask Eileen, really. Don't you dare. You can ask her about me if you want to. If you want to know who I am at the end of all this, like, go ahead. But yeah. I won't ask her about you. Not because I never want to see you again, just I don't think I ever would. Not because I don't want to, just my work makes me travel a lot. So I'm not always in the same place. Well, I do more than just art. And sometimes I have to travel. So yeah, that's why I rarely see Eileen as it is. Eileen and I have known each other for, how old am I? About 4 years now. Yeah. Yeah. Right, so we've been able to just kind of, and we're not like good friends. Because you know Eileen, she kind of just knows everybody. She's got a couple of close friends, I think, but she and I aren't like super tight. Like I said, I helped her out with that situation with her boyfriend years ago. So we've kind of just kept each other in our contacts. I've kind of just stayed around mainly to see if she had any other issues with that guy. And I just like looking out for her. I like looking out for people. Yeah. Exactly. It's not that I wouldn't want to see you again. It's just that I probably wouldn't be able to anyways with my other work. Uh-huh. So am I at this party? Because I was in town. Simple as that. Yeah, there's a couple people I know here. Oh, you saw me with him? Yeah, that's Charlie. He is, he's a person. He's a character. Yeah. He was telling me about, I don't know, politics or something that I don't pay attention to. He's great. He just, I just don't have the same interests a lot of people do. So I get bored easily. I try to be nice. I did, like I said, the old people pleaser tendencies in me. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Wait 1 year. Wait 1 year. And if you're still thinking about me, you can ask Eileen about me. Better yet, I'll try to make it to next year's, the 2025 New Year's Eve party. Exactly. Come on. It's like a stupid Meg Ryan movie or something. Two strangers meet at a party. We talk and get to know each other a little bit. Don't even learn each other's names. Don't even know each other's names. How on earth could we find each other again? Eileen knows anybody and everybody. There's like 1,000 people out there. So how on earth would we find each other again? We'll attend the party again. In 1 year. I bet you won't even remember who I am in 1 year. But if you can give it 1 year, I mean, if you break sooner than that and you ask her about me, just don't be disappointed if she doesn't have a lot of information. Like I said, I have to travel a lot. But if in 1 year you can still remember this, then maybe I can try to make it to next year's New Year's Eve party, and we will continue this. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong, I'm not leaving yet. We've still got the rest of this evening. Well, yeah, they haven't even done the countdown yet. I mean, not that I want to go out there and listen to them count down for this stupid thing, but we can just keep talking like we're good friends. We'll just keep getting to know each other. You think about my ultimatum about waiting 1 year. We'll see where this ends up. Are you done with that drink? Do you need some more? You can pop out another one. Like I said, there's probably raspberry or something. One was enough? Alright. Do you like these little star things that she got? Oh. They're like little candles. I like them. I think they're cute. About the art that I make? Yeah, I told you, it's like relaxing stuff. Stuff that just makes people take a break from the world or whatever. Something like that. Yeah. Why do I make stuff like that? I guess I like the idea, you know? The idea that, like, I can create a safe space for people, you know? I mean, not that the internet is such a safe space, because obviously the internet's the internet. There's obviously, like, some rules and some, like, things that need to be remembered. But I like the idea that I can have my own page of the internet that's just a safe space where people can just come and relax and forget about their problems for a while. I mean, that's what I had growing up, you know, was whenever I was having a rough time, I could just go online and, again, not that it's like the safest place in the world or anything, but I could find like a video or something to watch, and there's like all kind, you know, there's all kinds of funny people on the internet too. And whenever I was having a rough time, I could always find somebody on the internet that would make me laugh. And I would come back to, I usually came back to the same people. I didn't know that you could, like, because I didn't know you could find so many people. I didn't do that often. But there was just a couple of people on the internet that every now and then I'd come back and check in on their content, and if I was having a rough time, I'd get a laugh, or I could just turn my brain off for a while and just listen to them talk or something, or just enjoy the content, you know, get away from life for a minute and just breathe. I like that I can do that for people now too. Sounds dumb. It's just kind of what I do, and I like that I do that. I like this part of me. This part of me that can be a safe space for people. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to get so deep and weird. Why do what you do? I mean, work, like, money. I get that. But do you have anything? Hey, it doesn't have to be as deep as what I said. Even if you just do something because you like to get sushi on Fridays or something like that. Maybe you just really like sushi. Nothing sounds dumb. I'll forget about what I said about helping people and whatever, anything. What do you do that makes you just happy? Or that you like about yourself, or that makes you something you look forward to, you know? Maybe you, like, every once a week go somewhere and get this fancy cup of coffee, or once a month or something. Anything like that. Anything that you just look forward to that just makes you think, oh, I'm so glad I was alive for this, you know? Like me, there's this coffee place I just went to that I'd been to a couple of times before, but that I went to more recently. And they had this special winter drink called Winter Wonderland. And you could get it in a sugar-free option, which I prefer because I've noticed if I have a really sugared up coffee, it just makes me drowsy. I'm not like against sugar. I'm not trying to like lose weight or anything, or try to push that on anybody. I just genuinely, I get like super drowsy if I have a really sugared up coffee, and I don't like that. I don't want to be like that. So they had a sugar-free option, and you could get it with oat milk, and I love oat milk, so that just made me happy. I got this Winter Wonderland drink, was the name of it, Winter Wonderland. It had peppermint in it, and I like peppermint. It was warm, and it had oat milk, and it wasn't scorching either. It's just right. It's just little moments like that that make you look forward to just being alive. I don't know. Is that weird? That sounds weird. Maybe I'm just weird. What do you have like that? Yeah, even just a cup of coffee. Even if it's just a cup of coffee you have in the morning. Looking outside or something. Yeah. That's it. That's it. Good stuff like that. It's good to have stuff like that. Or like if you like a content creator online, looking forward to their posts, or looking forward to whatever content or art they're going to make next. It's exciting. Like, you never know. Are they going to play that video game that everyone's talking about? Are they going to make art that's colorful or black and white? I don't know. Just stuff like that. Little wonders of the world are just amazing, I think. Making things is amazing too. Like, yeah, there's waiting for like exciting things like that. Like, oh, I'm gonna get this kind of coffee on this day. And that's exciting, but like making things is great too. Anything you can make. Even just like humming a random tune, like just making something up as you go. Making up your day as you go. Because people think of making things and they think it has to be like some big thing, like making some like grand painting or making building a castle. I don't know. They think it has to be like this big thing, but like you make things like every moment of every day. Make your little thoughts. You make up your schedule as you go. You can be like, I'm gonna make a cup of coffee this way. I'm gonna add this to my recipe. I'm gonna put salt on this food. Even though it's just you're making something, you know? It's like it's not normally like that, but you're adding salt to your food or something. I don't know. There's just little things. Just being alive is cool. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just kind of rambling. I'm just kind of rambling on at this point. I'm sorry. Oh, this one went out already. Well, Eileen's probably had these out for a while. Like I said, this party's been going on for hours. Yeah, the rest of them seem to still be going strong. Sorry, I keep hearing things. I know she said she had some kind of possum coming around at one point. They call him the night manager. Yeah, he comes by and eats the cat food. No, surprisingly, no raccoons. Maybe the night manager scares them off. I don't know. I'm moving the... I think I'm accidentally moving this thing. I don't know, I don't hear anything now. Yeah, these three are still going. They're cute. I like that they're warm too. Everyone likes these like bright white lights, which they can be nice, but like I like warm lighting in a house, in a room, you know? Like I've got a friend who's got these like really bright white lights in her chandelier lighting fixture, whatever it's called. And it's like, oh, like I understand it in a bathroom because like you're doing your makeup or something, or you might be shaving or something, I don't know. And it's like you gotta see. But having like weird like studio lighting, not even studio lighting, but like it's unflattering, it's weird, it's super bright and white. I like lights to be a little bit warmer. They don't have to be like orange or like this, you know, but like slightly warmish lighting, especially in a house, a home. Like, I guess, yeah, I guess it's weird for me to have an opinion on what a home is like when I travel so much. Never really had one. Oh yeah, even as a kid we moved around a lot. There's only one place that I really consider to be like my childhood home, and that would be the second house we had. We had, when I was like a baby, we were in one place that was really cheap and apparently really bad, and I don't even remember it. But I remember the second place we had, which is amazing because we were probably only there when I was between the ages of like 3 and 6, maybe, which was like one of the longest we ever stayed at a place, honestly. Maybe even like 3 and 5. Like it was really young. It was definitely about that young. And the second place we were at, which we were only at for like maybe a couple of years, maybe, I don't even know that. It might have even been 1 year, but I literally would have only been like, what, 5 or 6. Definitely not 7, because I know when I was 7, we were at a different place. But, yeah, there was this one house we had, and it was right in town, and it was gray, and I called it the Gray House. But it was cute. It was cute, even though it was in town, and it was small, but it was 2 stories. And it had this really cool, because my mom, She was always really great at like adding little details to things. She would paint like stencils and stuff on the wall and make it really, really artistic and really pretty. She was always good at that. My mom was good at making things pretty. Everything she ever had, she would make pretty. She always knew to make things prettier. She's an innovator like that. And even my bedroom, I remember when I was little, she painted my room pink because I liked pink when I was a kid, and I was a pink girl. But she then took this like gold paint, she took this sparkly golden paint that was kind of thin, and she painted like swirls all around the room on top of the pink. So it was really cool. It was like, that sounds funny, but it was gorgeous. It was like pink and it had these thin little swirls of gold all around the room that made it like sparkly and gorgeous. Really pretty. Yeah. And that house is probably like the closest I had to like my childhood home, because that's what I remember. Like that was where I remember just being and having a lot of like my first things, even though they wouldn't have actually been my first things. Like my first step and stuff I wouldn't remember, obviously. I was a baby. But like I don't know why that's what I was considered like my childhood home. But we were only there for like 2 years, maybe. I don't even know because I was so little. But then we moved around a ton, and yeah. It's not that I never liked any of the other places, it's just that they never felt like home to me. You know, I don't know why I got so obsessed with that. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with like the concept of home. I just knew that the other places didn't feel like home. Strangers' houses often felt more like home, if that even makes sense. Right, I had this other friend who she had like a, she had a son. It was just her and her son, and her place was just, it just exuded, it radiated this homey feeling. It was just her and her son, but she made that place warm and welcoming always. Like you knew you were welcome there. You knew that if you got in the fridge and you just took a drink out, like that was meant for you. Like you were meant to just go into the fridge and get a drink out because you were part of family. She made that place a home. She made that place home, yeah. Just exuded welcoming energy. It was really nice. If I ever have a place, I think that's what I want. Yeah. What about, do you travel a lot as a kid, or did you stay in one place? Sorry, I don't mean to talk about me so much. Tell me about you. Tell me about you. Please. Oh, yeah? Oh, that's interesting. Was it like... Did your parents ever... Oh, okay. Oh, so it was... Oh, that's neat. No, but like you could... Yeah, exactly. I get what you're saying. Right. And I don't mean to pry, just... Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I'll tell you what, anything you tell me, I'll tell you. You don't have to tell me anything that I tell you. It doesn't have to be vice versa. Hey, I'm the one who initiated this whole strangers thing. It doesn't have to be. Only what you're comfortable with, please. Yeah. Yeah, like I remember, like I know my mom painted like stencils in like the entry, the like foyer area, the entryway for like the front door. But there's also the kitchen was like really cool, especially for like an in-town like little just kind of modern house, you know. It had like little bar area, and that's where we'd have breakfast. Yeah, my mom usually made stuff like eggs. She had a amazing biscuits and gravy recipe. That was my favorite growing up, was biscuits and gravy. Yeah, she'd always put an egg in there to make sure I'm getting extra nutrients and stuff. And hey, I didn't mind. Sausage covered the egg taste. I did not like the taste of egg yolks. But sausage covers a myriad of sins. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Did you have a favorite, like, breakfast food growing up? Like French toast or something? I don't know, you seem like a French toast person. Pop-Tarts? Toast? Grilled cheese? PB&J. Do people have PB&J for breakfast? I guess that's more of a snack thing. I don't really know. We didn't really do traditional breakfasts. Oatmeal. Do you like oatmeal? Okay. Oh, okay. No, that's interesting. What about now? Are you like me when I was a kid? I liked biscuits and gravy, and now I like avocado toast. Are you like me? Do you have a more adult kind of breakfast that you prefer now? Oh, okay. No, I don't prefer avocado toast because it's like adult. I like avocado. I love avocado. Younger me would not believe that. Childhood me would not believe that I am saying that because, oh, I was such a picky child. I hated tomato. At one point, I thought I hated pizza because I had a pizza that had like a lot of tomato sauce and I did not like it. So from then on, I did not eat any pizza ever. And then I had pizza again when I was like 13 and I was like, oh no, this is actually good. That one that I had just had like way too much tomato flavor going on. And now I actually do like tomato. I hated avocado, guacamole, salsa. I would not eat steak. I would not eat grilled chicken. I would only eat fried chicken because grilled chicken was just like, I don't know, it was weird to me. I was a very picky child. I did not like steak. I did not like chicken. I did not like green beans, peas, tomatoes, tomato sauce, marinara sauce, you name it. I did not like asparagus, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, which I mean, who kind of does? Broccoli with ranch? No, broccoli with ranch was okay. Yeah, broccoli dipped in like an entire bottle of ranch on it was okay. Once you cover up the taste, broccoli is not bad. Even the texture isn't bad. You would think the texture would be weird, like all the little beads, but no, I did not mind that. I definitely carrots. I hated carrots too. Sorry, I just remembered that while we were on the topic of ranch. Yeah. No, I did eat ketchup with mac and cheese actually, but not all the time. I preferred a cheesy, salty mac and cheese over a ketchup-y mac and cheese for sure. Oh yeah, mac and cheese was a favorite. I loved mac and cheese. I loved biscuits and gravy, specifically Panera mac and cheese. Panera's mac and cheese was sent from heaven. Did you ever have that? You've never had Panera's mac and cheese? Oh, no way. No, it is a creamy bowl of heaven. You have to try it. You have to try it. And then next year, at the next New Year's Eve party, if we see each other again, you have to try that. Yes. And you have to tell me that you liked it, because no one dislikes Panera's mac and cheese. Or are you vegan or something? If you're vegan or something, there's probably an alternative recipe online if you are. Oh, okay. It is, it's the best. One time they came out with a bacon mac and cheese and just, yes. Another time they also had a Baja mac and cheese. Panera had something called Baja mac and cheese, and it had like avocado and tomato, basically all the components of guacamole on top of it. That was my favorite thing for a while. Obviously, when I was older, I had that when I was like 15, I think, because by then I developed a bit more of my tastes and I could actually stand tomatoes and stuff. Yes, I love guacamole now. I eat guacamole like almost every day. Seriously. Yeah, I get like the holy guacamole, or there's this other brand called like Herdez or something. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm probably butchering that. I hope nobody heard that because I'm probably definitely butchering that. But yeah, no. Yeah, Panera came out with that Baja mac and cheese or something though. I loved that, but they do not serve that anymore. But I eat guacamole every day now, so it's fine. And I've actually kind of cut back on dairy. It's fine, I like the guacamole as it is. Yeah, what I mostly eat is like, I like guacamole, I love beans, I like black beans, I like refried beans. Did you know that lima beans are called butter beans now? Yeah, I saw that on Pinterest. It's like, because you know lima beans, like everyone in like 5th or 6th grade dissected one or whatever and then grew a plant out of it or something like that. I don't even remember. But yeah, they're called butter beans now. Because yeah, I keep seeing recipes for butter beans. And I'm like, what is butter beans? And then finally I saw a video of it explaining lima beans had their glow up and now they're called butter beans. I know, the internet is crazy. Hey, butter beans, that's honestly, it's probably the best name. That's probably the best name for a bean. I mean, come on. I can't imagine what sounds better than that. I mean, black beans are amazing, but it's just like, that name is a description. Like, they're just beans that are black. Or like red beans, or kidney beans is an odd one. Are kidney beans? Kidney beans aren't kidneys. Can you imagine if that was the case? If kidney beans were like the kidneys of some sort of animal and they just called them beans because they're like, that would not make any sense. That's not true. Why are kidney beans good? Is it just because they're shaped like kidneys? But like all beans are shaped like kidneys, aren't they? Especially lima beans. But lima beans aren't red. Kidney beans are red and therefore, yes, that's what it is, isn't it? They kind of look like kidneys. It's a weird reason. That's really weird. Why do we call those that? I mean, why do we call corn corn? Like, why do we call avocados avocados? Like, what's an avocado? I can't tell if this is easily the stupidest or most fun conversation I've ever had with anyone. Thank you for indulging me on my little butterbean rant. I appreciate it. I appreciate you laughing at my extremely stupid jokes about butterbeans. You're nice. Seriously. You're nice. This isn't a boundary issue because you're actually laughing, and therefore you're nice. Thank you. You did not have to put up with this tonight. Look, I made a triangle. What are we talking about? Okay, but why are mangoes called mango? What's the point of this? Why is it called a mango? Why? Why is a raspberry called a raspberry? And why is raspberry a verb? What do you mean, what do I mean? Raspberry is like a verb. Well, it's not a verb, but it's like you can blow raspberry when you... That's called blowing raspberry, isn't it? Is that like a really old person term? I feel like I don't hear anyone say that anymore. Like, you would not go on Instagram or whatever app people like these days. TikTok, that's what it's called. It's not Musical.ly anymore, right? Right. There's an old name for you, Musical.ly. Yeah, you haven't heard that in a long time. You might not even have heard of that. TikTok, yeah. You would not go on that app and hear someone say the term blowing raspberry. Doesn't even sound right. Blueberry, it's a blueberry. Like, okay. Strawberry. Okay, strawberry. Explain strawberry to me. Is it like, it's not a berry with a straw in it. Maybe it is. Maybe it's strawberries. But a straw wouldn't have come first. The berry would have come before a straw, is what I'm saying. Unless strawberries are like one of those genetically formed berries. Right, like, well, you know how some berries are like, actually, there's some food that we have today that is like, it wasn't always like this. It was like genetically modified, and now we have this food. But like strawberries, a berry would have come before the berry would have existed, unless it was genetically modified and now exists. The berry would have come before man would have made straws. So why is it called strawberry? I think they're about to start the countdown. Okay, fine. There's a few minutes until they start the countdown. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks, Eileen. You gonna go out and join them? Me? Oh, I'll stay here probably. I'll be somewhere. Are you gonna be able to find me again if you go out and join them? Maybe. I might still be here. Well, I'm actually leaving in the morning for London. Yes, I have a job there. And you don't even know my name. No, but think about it. Now you can tell all your friends about how you met some weird girl who talked to you about why fruit are named what they're named. Because an avocado is technically a fruit. The only thing we talked about that having a weird name was corn, I believe. It's not considered a fruit. Unless I'm not up on my fruit knowledge. I might not be up to date on that one actually. So you know what? Don't quote me on that. Right. You never know. You never know these days. Like tomato is fruit. Why is it called a tomato? I'm just kidding. I'm sure we've thoroughly exhausted the subject. So what do you think? Are you going to join the countdown or not join the countdown? Right, like I said, I'll have to leave in the morning. My flight is, I think, 8:30-ish. Yes, that's what it says on the plane ticket exactly. It says 8:30-ish. Makes it easier for all the procrastinators in the world who are definitely going to be late to the airport. They don't have to be there until 8:30-ish. They're there at 8:29. It'll be fine. Maybe. 8:30-ish. That's when the ticket says. Right. Which means I am not going to get a full night of sleep. Not unless I leave after this. Well, I could stay here. I could pull an all-nighter with you. And then I could sleep on the plane. Or I could go home. You can go watch the countdown. Shout with a bunch of other strangers who are far less interesting. And we'll never see each other again. Probably. Oh, I'm just teasing. I mean, hey, that was the agreement, wasn't it? Have a drink with me. We'll talk for a while. We won't tell each other our names. And we'll never have to see each other again. Makes for an interesting night, doesn't it? What is this? Some kind of rom-com? Was I not given the memo? Was that the actual theme of tonight instead of celestial whatever Eileen said? Oh, I wonder if that was a Harry Potter reference. Because wasn't that a thing in Harry Potter, the celestial ball? I wonder if that was her inspiration. Hey, no pressure. You can watch the countdown. You know what? I think Eileen left the door open. Yeah. So I guess that means we'll be able to hear the countdown from here, actually. Right. So we don't have to go out there and watch the countdown. Because it's not like they're going to set off fireworks or something. I mean, someone's probably going to do something stupid like drink 24, 25 shots because it's 2024 to 2025, and then they'll take 12 shots and they'll do a dance on their heads or something, and somebody will do a flip or something. Some brilliant idea. Yeah. I'm sure that's what'll happen if we go out there. I mean, not me. I'll watch the countdown and then I'll go, obviously, because I have a flight at 8:30-ish. Unless I stay here with you, and then I can sleep on the plane. But you know, it's not an 8-hour flight. Right. So even if I did sleep on the plane, I wouldn't be getting nearly enough sleep. Well, in that case, I guess we should go watch the countdown. Hey, just remember what I said. Just remember what I said. You can ask Eileen about me at any time, but I travel a lot, so you might not be able to find me. But if in 1 year, that's it, just 365 days, you still want to see me in 1 year, I'll come to her next New Year's Eve party, if she has one, and if I can get out of work. Right, my other work, my not art work. Yeah. Well, it was a pleasure talking to you as well, whatever your name is. Thanks for indulging me tonight. Seriously. Did you enjoy your drink at least? It was cold, right? Good. Sometimes she has to replace them and they're not so cool. Yeah. Well, shall we?